I'm so sorry to say this, y'all, but
cut the cameras.
Bubbles had to be let go.
Bruh.
I know. Save your tears. Bubbles has been a great and honest and sweet part of this channel, but we had to let Bubbles go. There were criminal charges.
Bruh.
Okay, let me not get into it. But anyways, we'll miss Bubbles. Bubbles will be in our hearts. But for now, let's continue the video. Moment of silence for Bubbles. Hello, Soulful Gang. Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time since you heard that. I'm a little rusty right now, but you know your girl had to make an appearance for spooky season. I was saving this story for this very season. Literally, when I was doing this channel, I was like, for these story times, what kind of story should I do? This story is so epic. I'm a little bit excited about it. It's definitely going to be a 2-part video. If you love my story time in stretches, or if you like any videos that are similar to that, you can look at the Storytime and Stretch playlist on my channel, or you can look at my other videos involving like fitness and fun workout videos. My story time and stretches are not going to be based on how your body's going to look. It's going to be more on how your body's going to feel. Because after the workouts, after your daily routines, I know for me, you get real tense. Your joints start to lock up, especially when my older girls out here, you know what I'm saying? Those joints, they're starting to lock up. You can't hit the flow no more. You can't drop it like it's hot. You gotta let it down like it is room temperature. You get to finally exhale and you can stretch and gain more flexibility back in your joints, and also just forget about the day and listen to my ridiculous stories. This one in particular is gonna be a fun one. Anyways, again, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the video. Hello everyone. So if you don't know how Storytime and Stretch routine goes, you can always check out my other videos. I'll just let you know. We're going to have maybe about 30 seconds per stretch. I'll let you know the stretches beforehand, which are going to be in sets, so you don't have to worry too much on following and stuff like that. It's more of a chill environment. You can also grab your tea, because this is going to be some scary tea. So you got scary tea, pumpkin spice, lattes, all that kind of stuff. And let's enjoy the story time. Okay, so for our first 3 stretches, have your leg forward. Let me turn sideways for you. Forward into a front bend stretch. So you're going to do the front bend stretch for about 30 seconds. Come back, lift one leg up, turn towards that bent leg to an oblique twist for each side. We're going to raise our arms up high, arms to the ears, and then slightly tilt to the left for about 15 seconds and tilt to the right. Let's just get into the story. Also, start with your sip of tea. Front bend. So this story time is going to be on the time that me and my friend encountered a ghost, basically paranormal activity. Ooh, my muscles are tense. Ooh, I haven't stretched in a minute. So this is about 12 years ago. Go ahead and let go. Ooh, raise your left leg up and then turn towards that leg, and we'll hold it here for 30 seconds. Ooh, spooky, spooky. Okay. About 15 years ago, we were around middle schoolish. Whew. I had a best friend named Natalie. We were the best friends, thick of thieves. I'd always spend time at her house, and we'd always hang out and joke around, play around, act a fool. You know, there was a show on back in the day called, what? I will put a picture up of the poster. Go ahead and put your leg down. Bring the other leg up. Oh, let me go ahead and switch sides so I can still see y'all pretty faces. Twist towards that leg and hold it. I think it's like The Other Siders. That's what it sounds like that. The Other Siders. And it was this show on Nickelodeon that's kind of like one of those paranormal activity ghost hunter type shows, but for kids. And we would watch it all the time when it came on, and we always wondered, like, what if we do have like spirits around us and stuff like that? And we didn't have iPhones and GoPros, especially as a kid. But we did have the Nintendo DS. Nintendo DS ended up being a very important tool for this whole shenanigans. I really needed this stretch. People will never believe us if we told them. That's why we made a pact not to say anything. But you know, of course, me, I had to go and run my mouth, and that's probably why I'm cursed.
Yep, that's me.
Go ahead and put your leg down, raise your arms up, stretch them nice and high. We're going to hold it here, and then just slightly tilt to the left. Get those lats. So we're out here, we're playing. It's around that time, not around Halloween. Might have been summer break. All I know is that we were having fun and not doing homework. Go ahead and tilt to the other side. Just keep it nice and lifted. Ooh, back straight. I haven't done this in a minute, y'all. Whew. Our dumbos were like,
we can totally be ghost hunters.
And we decided to use the Nintendo DS that happens to have a recorder on it. And you can hear, like, you know, voice recordings. Nintendo DS was out here. Like, not this new one that's out here, like that old DS, like DS Lite, all that kind of stuff. That was the best. Ooh. Let's go back straight. Lower your arms. Now go ahead and do it one more time. Go ahead and stretch forward. 30 seconds. My friend Natalie goes,
my neighbors who live downstairs had just left, and I think we should check out the basement area.
It was like one of those houses where they would have like a furnished basement area so that two families can live down there. So she had the top area and they had the lower area. If they needed to leave the house, they would go through the back door, almost like a second house. We go down to that basement. It just feels empty, chilly, cold. Come back up. Go ahead and raise your right leg and turn towards it and hold it. And I'm telling you, it's almost like chilly. If you've ever been in an area that you thought was just creepy, or you could just feel something, it was so cold, eerie. It was just this eerie feeling. All right, let me go ahead and drop this leg. Let me spin around for you guys and lift the other one. Turn towards it and hold it. So we go down there, we feel the chill, we ask a basic question. Is anyone down here? You know, that's kind of the questions that they ask on the show. Is anyone down here? What's your name? Who is this? Blah, blah, blah. We didn't think anything of it. We just thought it was going to be like fun, you know? What if we heard something? We say,
is anyone there?
Into the air, and have the Nintendo DS record it. We hold it for about 5 seconds, and then we go back upstairs, close the door, and then we go in the other room, and we're like, okay, let's listen to it. Go ahead and drop your leg, raise your arms up, go ahead and tilt to the left. I kid you not, when we said, is anyone down there, which my friend said, in the smallest voice,
yes.
Oh, shit!
Go ahead and tilt to the other side. Oh, nice stretch. Anyone else get the chills? Okay. But it was clear. And it sounded like her, but I'm thinking in my head, she's like playing a joke on me. Maybe she whispered it while I wasn't looking, and then she's trying to play this joke on me. And so I'm blaming her. But she's saying, no, it's not like that. It's not like that. All right, come back. Put your arms down. And now we're going to go ahead and move on to the next 3 sets. Leave y'all on cliffhangers. I love that feeling. All right, for the next set of exercises, I want to get more of our hamstrings because I know mine is kind of messed up. I want you to get on one knee, the other one bent upright, kind of like this. You're going to be in this kind of deep lunge. Make sure everything's perpendicular. Lean forward. And as you lean forward, Your pelvis is going to move. You're going to lean forward like this for 30 seconds and hold it. And then lean back. Ooh, don't make my ass shitty. Your torso, upper body will lean forward while your lower body pushes back. So you can get that hamstring, get that calf. We'll repeat that 3 times and then switch legs. So go ahead and lean forward and hold it. So I'm questioning her. I'm questioning our whole friendship. I'm like, Natalie, this is you. This is not even funny. Like, what are you even doing? And then she's
Like, no, it's not me, it's not me. I promise you, it's something else. I'll tell you, it's something else.
and she's freaking out, but I'm still not sure. I'm very skeptical. We try to go down there again. We ask the same question.
Is anyone down here?
We still don't hear anything. We go back upstairs and we try to play the recording. This time it was nothing. So we're like, okay, so she's definitely pranking. She's like, no, let's try one more time. Let's try one more time. I said, oh, I think I forgot something in the story. Sorry, it's like so many years ago. Okay, go ahead and go backwards. And then lean your torso forwards while simultaneously pushing your butt back and hold it. We found the basement suspicious. Why did we even go into the basement or even consider the basement or whatever? And I know it was about the TV show and whatnot because we were playing hide and seek. And during hide and seek, I would go down to the basement and I'm hiding in the basement. She still doesn't know where I am. And she goes like where is she at? So I'm like, okay, it's time to like pop up and be like, whatever. So I go up there and the door is locked. The door is locked. There's no lock on the outside. There's only a lock on the inside because you know that defeats the purpose. You're supposed to lock a door from the inside, you know, going out and not from the outside going in. Anyways, go ahead and get back into that lunge. Push forward, feel that nice stretch in your groin and hold it. You know, I'm a kid, I'm dumb. I'm thinking she's locking the door. She's like, I'm not locking the door. And Natalie's like, I'm pretty sure like you're locking the door. And then we're like, no. So we're like, maybe it locks by itself. So we try to close the door, see if it locks by itself, but it doesn't. Then we try like, okay, maybe we're just tripping. So we play hide and seek again. I go back downstairs. I try to go back upstairs and the door like legit is locked. That's when our little kid minds plus the show put 2 and 2 together and think paranormal activity. Okay, go ahead and lean back, down. Okay, back to the recordings. They're a little skeptical. I'm a little skeptical. She's like, let's try again. So we go back down there and we start asking more questions. What is your name? Or is anyone really down here? Are you a boy or a girl? The first one was just like, is anyone still down here? But the recording says yes again.
Natalie, still think you're right?
She's like, no. So it's this a lot of back and forth. We go back downstairs again. I'm like, I want you to dead set look me in the face as we ask this question. And I want to see if your mouth moves. So she asks like, what's your name? Her mouth is not even open. Go back upstairs, press play, and we hear,
My name is Sam.
I don't know how she's able to do that with her mouth closed, but go ahead and come back up. Lean forward. This is the last one till we switch legs. I'm like, this can't be happening. This really can't. I'm still dumbfounded. I'm still stunned. Because she's like kind of Catholic, so she's like, oh my God, and I'm like, there's no way, I don't believe it. We go back downstairs, even though this time we're more skeptical now. We're afraid to go downstairs. The whole area is still eerie. It's still empty. There's no one there. All right, go ahead and lean back. I just realized it looks like a bunny wearing a robe. Go ahead and lean forward while pushing back and hold it for the last stretch. So we would record it, and then we'd wait a few seconds, and then we would play it. The spirit would respond. The answers I'm a little iffy on because it's been years. She was like 20 something. It was a grown woman, I think. She didn't want to say how she died, but she did say that she died there. So let's go ahead and switch. Oh, how are y'all feeling with these stretches? I haven't stretched in so long, my body just doesn't know what it's doing anymore. And that's not a good look for y'all. Like, I should know that stretching is good for you and I should be continuously doing it and being more consistent. But you know, life happens. and lean forward. So we literally have a spirit here. We're actually bonding. And the spirit is not like scary. It's like it's just talking with us like it's a new friend. But we can never see it. We even try to take a picture of it with the, with the Nintendo DS camera, but camera is trash. I feel like with the new one, it's probably a whole lot better, but right now it's not as good. And it was just weird, so almost surreal. Thinking like you're not all there, like your whole reality just changed. But I had someone next to me, so that person can validate it, making it even spookier in a sense. Alright, go ahead and lean back, and then lean your torso forward. Nice straight back. Very interesting. There was one moment we actually brought her her bench because her dining table has like a bench and then chairs. So we brought the whole bench down there because we got tired of standing and talking. So we're like, let's sit there and just have a conversation. We even brought our waters. We were like,
can you touch things? Can you move things?
The spirit was like,
not really, I don't know.
And then we're like, we should try it. And then the spirit was like,
okay.
Go ahead and come up. Get back into that lunch. We have these water bottles. We put them next to us. One on one side of me, and then it was me, and then Natalie, and then the other side she had her water bottle.
We're like, can you move the water bottle?
Nothing happens. We're like, okay.
Can you try again?
And nothing happens. Another thing that was weird, we asked the question because the spirit sounded exactly like my friend, which is why I kind of was skeptical about her. And the spirit was like,
because it's fun to sound like her.
and I was like, what? That's not even funny. Eternal jokes for the win. We dumped some of the water, so there's like maybe probably about 8 ounces of water in there, maybe less than that. And then we put the water bottles next to us. Go ahead and lean back. Lean your torso forward. Ooh. If you need to bend that knee slightly, then do so you can get more of the hamstring. Left it on the benches, same position as before. So we ask again.
Can you try one more time?
I kid you not. We are like looking, and then all of a sudden we heard the water bottle slammed into the ground. I don't know how to describe it to you, but it was just like it just fell. And I thought my friend knocked it over, because I was like, girl, you knocked it over. And she was just like, no. And I was like, try it again. And so we put it back up. We're like, oh my gosh, okay.
Do it one more time.
We don't know what's going on. We're like waiting. And then the water bottle went smack. My friend flew. She ran up the stairs. I had to drag her by the legs back down the stairs. I was like,
no, we cannot give up.
No, she was screaming at the top of her lungs. Okay, come back up. She's floored. My heart's like palpitating, but like I'm excited. I try to calm her down. Like, this is so fun. Like, let's calm down. Obviously, it's not a scary ghost and all this kind of stuff. So we make quick friends with the spirit. We're like, I had to go home. I was like, bye, bye to the spirit. We're like, bye. And then the next day comes. Go ahead and lean back. It's the next day. We're like, let's go on more adventures. So we go back downstairs in the basement. We start talking. Sam is still there. And so our buddy was like, hey,
I have a son, and my son is in the graveyard.
So, like, that's really sad. But also, what do we do about that situation? She was like,
can you tell me where the nearest cemetery is?
Alright, go ahead and come back up. This is the last one. Stretch forward. Like, how are we supposed to tell a spirit where a cemetery is? Like, how do we give directions? Like, we were so dumb. We didn't even know what we were doing. We were like, okay, what if we drew it? Because we didn't have iPhones or anything. We couldn't just pull out maps. We could only go by what we thought in our brains. We were like drawing it. Here's what the house looks like, and if you go this way and this way and this way, it'll take you to the cemetery, blah blah blah. She said thank you, and then we wasn't sure if like like how we're supposed to let the spirit out. So we literally just opened the door. We opened the basement door, and then we opened the outside door, and I guess we allowed the spirit to go. We were like, "Are you gone?" And then we didn't hear anything, so we assumed the spirit is gone. So we just go about our day and whatnot. Another thing that the spirit told us was they were killed, her and the son. She finally admitted to us that she was murdered by someone. This person's name was Malcolm. I will explain more in part 2. My battery's about to die. If you like this video, you want to see part 2, look out for the notifications, check out my social media, and you'll see when I post it.
Lord, I'm having a heart attack.
Thanks for watching, and most importantly, eat your vegetables, drink your water, and peace and hair grease.